Welcome students. We are coming to electricity and its heating effect, where we are going to learn about Ohm's law and related topics.
In this part, we are going to learn about Ohm's law. In the last part 1 with PowerPoint presentation, you must have observed that to glow a bulb, we need a source of current. What was the source of current? Battery. And from our common experience, we have seen that when you need to glow the bulb brighter, what you do? You change the battery, you add a more powerful battery. So, the more powerful the battery is, the brighter is the glow of the bulb. From there, we understand that the input and output, they are directly proportional. So, we can conclude that the amount of current passing through the conductor depends upon the potential difference. Potential difference is the input. First you have to switch it on, then only the bulb will glow. So here we know that the current passing through the conductor depends upon the potential difference provided temperature and other physical conditions remain same. And this is known as Ohm's law. So Ohm's law states that the current through a conductor is directly proportional to the potential difference across the conductor provided the temperature and other physical conditions remain same. Mathematically, what we can write? V means the potential difference, that is directly proportional to the current. So if you want to remove proportionality sign and if you want to convert it into an equation, you can write V is equal to I into R, where R is the proportionality constant, and we call it as resistance of the conductor.
In this slide, you can see that it's a summary of Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? Ohm's law says that current is directly proportional to the voltage. What is the symbol for current? I. What is the symbol for voltage? V. So we get a relation V is equal to IR, where R is nothing but the resistance. So you can say the current in a circuit between 2 points is directly proportional to the voltage across the 2 points. Current is the output, voltage is the input. If you increase voltage, you will get more current. And current is inversely proportional to the resistance between the two. What is R? R is nothing but the constant of proportionality, which we call resistance. Resistance means opposition. That means it obstructs the flow of current. Every material, it has some or other resistances. But the materials which allow current to flow through it smoothly, we call them as conductors, and if they obstruct too much, we call them as insulators, bad conductors. So we can draw an analogy with a pump. As you pump, you get water, and you need to have a water current. If the water flows, you can pump more water. Similarly here, if you put a battery, you will get current, and the current is flowing through the resistors. graphical representation of Ohm's law. If you plot VI, what is the meaning of V? Potential difference, voltage. And what is I? I is current. If you plot VI graph, then you will get a graphical representation of Ohm's law. How do we draw the graph? We can plot voltage along the vertical axis, means y-axis. Current we can plot in x-axis. You can also plot current along y-axis, voltage along x-axis. Remember, voltage will be in volts, current will be in ampere. If you plot the data, then you will get a straight line passing through the origin. So the substances which follow Ohm's law will give you a straight line passing through the origin in VI graph. And these substances are called ohmic substances. The substances which do not follow Ohm's law will not give you straight line passing through origin. If you plot VI for them, you will get a curved line, generally a parabola. But we will stick to ohmic substances. And you need to learn how you can calculate resistance graphically from VI graph. So, firstly, you will plot the data, get the graph. It will be a straight line passing through the origin. Please be sure it is passing through origin and it will be a straight line. Then, the slope of the curve will give you the resistance. What is the meaning by slope? Slope is perpendicular by base. Observe the second figure. We know resistance is equal to V by I. But here, if you get perpendicular is I, delta I. What is the meaning of delta? Delta means difference. So, from the triangle shown here with the dotted line, I know the perpendicular is delta I. So, you can calculate the value of delta I from the scale of current and divided by delta V. That means change in voltage. Delta is change. What is the difference? So that also I can calculate from voltage axis scale. And that is equal to 1 by R. So how do you calculate R? R will be reciprocal. R will be delta V by delta I. And unit is ohms. Please look at it properly because you need to do it in your practical classes.
Let's recap the formulas, what we have learned. V is equal to IR. R is the proportionality constant, where V is the potential difference, I is the current, R is the resistance of the conductor. Do you remember the units? Current's unit is ampere, or A. Potential difference unit is volt. Resistance's unit is ohm, or omega we say. Second formula we learned, R is equal to rho L by A, where R is the resistance. Already we have learned that. L is the length of the conducting wire. A is the area of cross section. Length is measured in meter and area of cross section is measured in square meter. So if you get the length in centimeter, you need to convert it into meter. And if the area of cross section is given in millimeter square or centimeter square, you need to convert it into square meter. Remember that the conversion is a must. And unit for rho, unit for resistivity is ohm meter. So that we can start doing the numericals.
Quick recapitulation. Easy way to remember Ohm's law formula. It's a triangle. V is equal to IR. So you take V, that is down IR. If you take I, then it will be V by R, because V is on the top of the triangle. And if it is R, it will be V by I. So practice this triangle formula and you will be able to remember the Ohm's law formula, how to find out potential difference or current or resistance.
Starting some simple numerical on Ohm's law. How much current will an electric bulb draw from a 220 volt source if the resistance of the bulb is 1000 ohm? See here, V is given 220 volt, R given 1000 ohm. So we know that V is equal to IR. So just substitute the value for I in terms of V and R. So we get I is equal to V by R. That means 220 by 1000 we get 0.22 ohm. Now I have drawn a figure VI graph and I have given two materials A and B. And the question is asked, you have to observe the figure and you have to predict which one is the better conductor and why. If you recollect the Ohm's law graph, it's a straight line passing through the origin. The steeper is the curve, steeper is the graph, steeper is the line, the more is the resistance. So A is a better conductor because it's inclined, its slope is less and its resistance will be less. It's not as steep as B.
It's the time to practice few more sums. Calculate the resistance if 5 ampere of electric current flows through a conductor having potential difference between 2 points is equal to 15 volt. Let's start. Solution. Given data, electric current I is equal to 5 ampere, potential difference V is equal to 15 volt. So resistance will be, from Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. So R will be V by I. I will come down. So now substitute the values. 15 volt by 5 ampere. That will give you 3 ohms. Second sum, if the potential difference between the terminals of an electric motor is 220 volt and an electric current of 5 ampere is flowing through it, what will be the resistance of electric motor? Again you write I is equal to 5 ampere, potential difference 220 volt. Just the same way, R is equal to V by I. So 220 by 5, that gives you 44 ohms. You can practice more numericals from NCERT book and S. Chand. Another one, if the resistance between two terminals of an electric heater is 15 ohm and an electric current is 15 ampere is flowing through it, then what will be the voltage of an electric current? Start. Given data, current I is equal to 15 ampere, resistance 15 ohm. Now we need to find out potential difference, voltage. So from Ohm's law, we will get V is equal to IR. So just substitute the values, 15 ampere into 15 ohm. 15 15s are 225. What is the unit for potential difference? Volt. So it is answer is 225 volts. Easy sum. Practice. You can go for a thorough recapitulation through this site. Please go to this YouTube, watch it and learn thoroughly Ohm's law. Thank you.